I'm here with Chad Mendes, who's taking on Clay Guida Saturday night. No disrespect to Ricardo Lamas, but you are, in my opinion, the #1 contender in this division. Always an inch or two away from Jose Aldo. Are you defending that spot on Saturday night?
First off, thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, we got Clay Guida here. That's who I was actually supposed to fight the camp before this. So actually trained for about a camp and a half for him now. And Guida is a gamer. We know what he can do in the octagon, and we've seen what he does to guys that are searching for that title shot. He can derail anyone at any time. So we're definitely not overlooking him. But I need to go out there. I think if I make a statement on Guida, I should be right back in line for that title.
You said a funny thing during the pre-fight press conference that sometimes you don't know which Clay Guida is going to show up. Is that point fighter going to show up? And a lot of us looked at each other like, you know what? That is a valid point, but Clay is still known to bring the pace. I even asked Dana White about it. He's like, I don't think he's going to do that against Chad Mendes, but we never know. What if he does play that game, though?
It's something we've definitely game planned for. Both Guidas that show up, we've got stuff in store, and I trained for both throughout both camps now. Even though he is the point fighter, like you said, he is still in your face. He's a guy that's going to be moving around, bouncing around, and those types of guys are always hard to fight. So I'm hoping I can just get in there, get my hands on him, either hit him hard enough to put him down or just beat the hell out of him. So.
Never look past an opponent. We know that. But I think a really good question was asked during the pre-fight press conference about a sense of urgency for Chad Mendes, because Jose is talking about moving to 155. I liked your answer. Can you share your theory on those that believe Jose is going to leave the division without fighting you at least one more time?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to move up to 55s. I mean, he's a decent sized 45-pounder. I don't think he's a huge 45-pounder. I mean, I think guys like Eric Koch, is a huge 45-pounder, and he's sticking around. So, he's the champ. He's holding on to the belt. He's had it for however long now. I just don't see him moving up. But, ultimately, I want to be the guy to dethrone him. I want to be the guy to get in there and beat him. I fought him once, felt like I was doing great, which, the first round to 2 rounds is when he's the most dangerous, and I felt like I was right there in there with him, and obviously just made a mistake. But, then, I was just a completely different fighter than what I am now, and, I think I can go in there and probably knock Jose Aldo out if I got my hands on him. And, working with Dwayne Ludwig here at Team Alpha Male is completely improved my game, both mentally and physically. And I'm excited to keep getting in there and putting on a great show for the fans.
It's a division now that's getting a lot of love from a lot of different people because the depth is finally starting to show. At the top of that, of course, is yourself, Jose Aldo, but a lot of people are talking Ricardo Lamas. Does he have to go through you if he has to get that title shot?
I mean, I believe so. I mean, I've called Lamas out twice now. The first time, obviously, was short notice for him, so it's understandable. But the second time, I offered to take the fight on 3 weeks' notice, still turned it down. If I think that's, to be the best, you got to fight the best. And, I definitely believe either going through me, that's probably the best bet for trying to get a title shot.
And for those that don't know, Chad is an avid fisherman, an avid hunter. You and I were talking off camera about fishing on jet skis and crazy 14-foot aluminums. Do you have any crazy fishing stories where you were like, you know what, I got to get back to shore?
Yeah, actually, I was the first boat I ever owned was like a little 12-foot aluminum Gregor boat or something, and I was out on the Sacramento River by myself, just sitting there drinking a beer, had my pole in the water, and all of a sudden I don't even know how big it was, but a giant sea lion comes up right next to my boat and is looking at me while I'm in the boat, and I had my feet in the water, and I quickly pulled my feet back in the boat because I guess I didn't even know this at the time. This is one of the first times I ever fished on the Sac River when I first moved there, and I guess the sea lions come from the ocean. They follow the schools of the fish up, and I was just blown away. Like, what the hell is that? I grabbed all my shit and put it in the boat, and I didn't leave, but I definitely didn't put my feet back in the water the rest of the day.
Have you ever ice fished before?
I haven't, but I've watched it before on TV and talked to people that have done it, and it looks like something I'd definitely enjoy doing.
Open invitation. I go every February if you're not fighting.
Oh, yeah, I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, before we close this off, we got to find out. I ask the same question all the time. You know the drill. Other than the W, what is the perfect fight on Saturday night at UFC 164?
For me, I go out there, I feel Guida out, I feel his speed, see where he's coming, and I can land a big right hand and put him to sleep.
Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
There he is, Chad Mendes taking on Clay Guida this Saturday, UFC 164.